Okay, so these are the covers for Now's 48 and 68. It has been 2 years since the release of Now 68, and it's been 7 years since Now 48. I decided to make this video on these two Now covers and talk about them because both of these Nows have a number of things in common, which I'll tell you now. These two Nows both came out in the fall as the fourth and final Now of the year before the holiday season. Now 48 was released in 2013, and they've done 4 Nows a year since 2010. Before that was 3 Nows a year, and Now 68 is from 2018. Now 68 came out in late October 2018, and Now 48 mid-November 2013. Another thing that both these Nows have in common, both their volume numbers end in 8, which I mean that 8 is the ones digit. The ones digit is always the last listed digit in a number with multiple digits. Like in the number 641, 1 is the ones digit and it's at the end of the number. Back to these covers. On the left is volume 48 and on the right is 68. 48, 68. They both end in 8. And one more thing, both of these covers take place in New York City at night, which makes this interesting to me with both volume numbers ending in 8 and the albums being released at the end of the year, or near the end of the year, as I would say. With these covers, you can see the Empire State Building in the background in both of these covers, which can mean that these Nows both are in New York. I've been to New York City many times. I actually live close to New York City. I do not live in New York City, but I live close to it. I've been to New York City many times, and there were a few times I went in the Empire State Building. The first 2 times I only went up to the 86th floor observatory, but the third time I went all the way up to 102, which is a smaller indoor observatory. 86 is an outdoor observatory. Now, in the Now 48 cover, it takes place on a snowy night with the full moon visible, and if you look really closely on the bottom of the cover, you can see people skating on an icy lake or icy ground, whatever it is. I don't know if it's Central Park or Rockefeller Ring, but most likely Central Park with a frozen lake. Also in the Now 68 cover, fireworks are shown with the confetti, and the Hudson River is shown, which is the water on the bottom of the cover. But that's the similarities with the Now 48 and Now 68 covers, both taking place in New York City at night with volume numbers ending in 8 and being released around winter time in the 2010s decade, which I find interesting. Now, if you want, you can comment below which of these two Now covers you like better and why you like that one the most. To me, they both look awesome, but maybe the Now 68 cover is better because it has fireworks in it, and up until then I was wishing for a US number Now cover with fireworks for like a couple years or so. Unless the deluxe Now 50 cover counts, but the standard one does not have fireworks, so I did not count that. And also, I really liked the new change in the That's What I Call Music box, where it went from rectangular to round sides for further Now releases from that point onward. Now 68 was the first Now to use the That's What I Call Music box with round sides, and the Now before, Now 67, was the final Now to use the rectangular sides of the box, which they've done since Now 2. Now 1 just used the title Now on the front cover, and the back had the words That's What I Call Music without the box. Maybe even the discontinuation of the artists' names on the front cover and the biggest new hits on one album tagline I liked, in which they used that tagline from Now 40 to Now 67. But back to the Now 68 cover, maybe I like that one better, but the Now 48 cover looks awesome too. Again, you can comment below and tell if you like the Now 48 cover or the Now 68 cover better, and the reason why. Oh, and one more thing I want to add is that both of these Now covers have the same angle of the Now logo with the right side closer to the camera than the left. Okay, thanks for hearing my story, and stay tuned for episode 9 in my 12 Days of Christmas series tomorrow.